Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. So in this video I am going to show you some useful tips so how we can crack automation testing interview if we are attending as an experienced candidate. But here I mentioned 3+ years of experienced candidates, but it will be applicable for even 1+ or 2+ years of experienced candidates also. Okay, so before going to start, okay, so first we are all very good at core Java knowledge as well as automation testing concepts as well as manual testing concepts, right? So but if we are working as a employee, means if we are working as experienced candidates in some company, means okay, so whenever we apply for any job, so luckily our profile got shortlisted and you got some call from the recruiter. Okay, so during this time we are all very good at our current work areas, what we are doing. Okay, in our present company, in my current project, so what I am doing currently, so in those places I am very good at. So whereas if we are going to attend for any interview, means so during this time it is not sufficient to go with the knowledge whatever you are having on our current project. Okay, so instead of that, so if your profile got shortlisted by some company, means so they will give you at least 3 to 4 days of time, right? 3 to 4 days of time to attend for that interview. Before that they will let you know, right? So and so on this particular day you have to come and attend for the interview. So in these 4 days or 3 days we have to prepare again from scratch level. Okay, that is where many people are not concentrating. Okay, even sometimes what will happen, they will not get enough time to prepare for the upcoming interviews. Okay, but we have to make sure that we are preparing for the interview. Okay, we have to make sure that we are preparing for interview, like how we prepared before getting the job. In the same way we have to prepare if there is any interview got scheduled prior 2 to 3 days before. Okay, once if you attended for that interview, okay, first we need to explain about ourselves. Okay, so how we can explain, we will see. So first I will start with my name. Hi, my name is Selenium Tech Automation. I have pursued my post graduation or graduation, whatever you did, right? Yeah, I have pursued my graduation from so and so college of engineering college on the year so and so, and also I have 3+ years of, I have total experience of 3 years. I have totally 3+ years of experience in software testing. Okay, in software testing, in that I have 1 year of experience in manual testing and 2+ years of experience in automation testing using Selenium WebDriver. Okay, and also I am having very good experience on software development life cycle and also software testing life cycle. Okay, we can explain about these two phases, that is software development life cycle and software testing life cycle. So after that, in my current project we are following agile methodology. Okay, where we can deliver the working product at the end of the each sprint to our client. Okay, and also I have very good knowledge, if you have knowledge about waterfall model, iterative model and V model, spiral model also you can explain. But majorly on these days many projects are following agile methodologies only, that too those projects are maintenance projects, means long term projects. Okay, we have to tell about this one. After that, I have very good experience on writing test cases using different test case design techniques such as equivalence class partitioning, boundary value analysis, state transition testing, use case based testing. Okay, so these are all the different types of test case design techniques which were introduced in black box testing. because exhaustive testing is not possible to perform all the time. So that is the reason why with the help of these test case design techniques got introduced in our black box testing. Okay, after that, tell about your framework as well, saying that I have very good experience on hybrid framework. In my current project we are using POM design pattern with hybrid framework. Don't get confusion here, and don't tell in such a way that page object model framework. Page object model is not a framework, it is a design pattern where we can use this design pattern inside our hybrid framework, or keyword driven framework, or data driven framework, or TestNG framework. Means here hybrid framework means it is a combination of two frameworks, right? So on those two frameworks we are going to use this particular design pattern, that is called as page object model design pattern. So we can explain about some more details about what is page object model, and what is page factory, what is @find by annotation, and what is init elements, then how we are going to initialize our elements, and also how we are creating all our classes by segregating all the pages into classes. Okay, and then you can explain about I have very good experience on locating the elements using different locators such as id, name, css, class, and xpath. And also I have very good experience on handling the dynamic web tables, and also handling the dynamically changing web elements by writing some unique XPaths. Some unique XPaths where I am using some different types of functions and properties are available in XPath concept. Okay, you need to explain in a clear way. So after that, I have very good experience on creating and executing scripts in parallel and sequential mode using Selenium WebDriver TestNG with Java. Okay, because if you are working in any project, means there you may have more than 100 test cases to be execute when you are going to perform regression testing, or when you are performing some sanity testing. So there we are going to add some like 30 to 40 test cases, and if we are performing smoke testing, means we are going to add like 10 to 20 test cases. Okay, so at suit level with the concept of testing.xml file, I am going to execute my scripts in both sequential and parallel modes. So how we can execute our test cases in parallel mode, means by setting one keyword that is called as parallel equals to true, or parallel equals to parallel equals to tests or classes or methods we can define. If you are not mentioning any parallel keyword inside your testng.xml file, means by defaultly testng will execute all your test cases in sequential wise only. Okay, after that you can tell him like I have very good experience on build management tool that is called as Maven, and then you can tell what is Maven and how we are adding all our dependencies, and where we are storing all the dependencies, and from where to where we are copying all these dependencies and pasting all these dependencies. And also you can mention what are all the different dependency tags you are using inside your pom.xml file. That is, for extent reports we are using one dependency tag, for testng we are using one dependency tag, for Selenium we are using one dependency tag, for capturing the screenshot we are using one dependency tag, and also for loggers, okay, for log4j we are using one dependency tag. So likewise, what are all the required jar files, we are adding all those in the form of dependency tags into our Maven pom.xml file. Okay, so after that I have very good experience on scheduling the jobs using continuous integration tool that is called as Jenkins. Okay, you can tell him so what is a Jenkins, and then you can explain him what are the different tabs where we can see on Jenkins UI. So once that is done, so how we are going to schedule our jobs with the help of Jenkins. So I have mentioned already about the Jenkins along with the syntax that is called as time scheduling, right? Based upon my requirement of time, I am going to schedule my jobs on daily basis, on weekly basis, on monthly basis as well, right? So you can tell him about the Jenkins configuration part as well. If you are not having any experience also, just google it and learn some points, okay? And you can correlate that Jenkins configuration part, and then you can explain about your how you are scheduling the jobs with the help of Jenkins. Okay, once that is done, if you are handling Excel workbooks to read, write and write operations, so you can tell him I have very good experience on handling the Excel workbooks with the concept of Apache Py. Okay, you can explain him what is an Apache Py and what are the different interfaces and what is the hierarchy. What is the hierarchy which is following by Apache Py? We need to explain about all those things. And then we are going to tell him I have very good experience in test case design and also test case execution. Once execution got completed, if there are any defects, I am going to track and I am going to report to the respective developer. Okay, so these are all the details we are going to explain during your interview. Okay, so then I have thoroughly involved in different types of testings like smoke testing, functional testing, system integration testing, retesting and regression testing and browser compatibility testing. Okay, in my current project, we are performing functional testing as well. We are performing system testing as well. We are performing regression testing as well. We are performing smoke testing as well. We are performing retesting and browser compatibility testing as well. So these are all the different types of testings where we are performing on daily basis, but we don't know what exactly what we are doing currently. That is where the people are missing the terms to explain during their interviews. Okay, and also I have very good experience on, okay, I have very good experience on source code management tool that is called as GitHub. Okay, here GitHub means, so how you are pulling the code from the central repository to your local branch, and also once if you made any changes, how you are pushing your code to the local branch or any branch which is created by your test lead. So after you are pushing, how he is going to review all your code, and then how he is providing the review comments to your code where you have pushed into your one of the branch where it is provided by your test lead. Okay, we need to tell all the process, and also how we can merge our test cases to the particular branch which is created already by one of your test lead. Okay, we need to explain about all the process if you are following and if you are using GitHub means. Okay, and also you can tell him I have very good strong exposure on bug tracking tools like Bugzilla. If you are using Bugzilla, you can tell him, and also if you are using Jira, you can tell him about that one, and then you can explain about bug life cycle as well. Okay, and daily we have scrum meetings as well as we have daily stand-up meetings, and also I have provided knowledge transfer session to the new joiners in our team. Okay, so these are all the points we have to explain in a clear way. Okay, and also I will tell you, please don't mention any project related terms or abbreviations where those should be in a confidential way, confidential mode. Okay, so we are not going to explain everything. Okay, we are not going to explain everything to your interviewer regarding to your current project. Okay, so we are not going to tell about our current project not more than 3 to 4 minutes. We have to finish within 3 minutes only, and don't explain more about your current project. You can tell him I am working on this particular domain where I have these many modules. Okay, where I have these many modules, and I worked on these many modules. Okay, and also what are the challenges I have faced while automating my application. So you can tell about all these things during your interview. Okay, and also if he asked about, okay, if he asked about tell me about your framework folder structure, means I will tell you in upcoming slides. Okay, so after that, what are the roles and responsibilities? Okay, what are the roles and responsibilities? As a tester, I am going to analyze my requirements and specification documents. Okay, requirement specification documents as well as functional requirement documents. Okay, and also I have very good experience on designing and implementation of hybrid framework, and also I have very good experience on creating the reusable methods in a generic way where we can use throughout our framework. Okay, so these are all the different types of roles and responsibilities based upon your roles. Once if you log into your office working hours, you can tell him, so what are the different roles and responsibilities we are doing on daily basis, what is our daily activities once if you log in. Okay, so I will track my bugs using Jira tool, and also I will report my bugs with the help of Jira tool, and also I am participating on daily scrum meetings, and also I am participating weekly status with the team, weekly status meeting with the team, and also developers to discuss the open issues, right? So at the same time we have daily stand up calls, and also we have scrum team meeting as well, and also we have sprint plan meetings, and also I have involved on sending the weekly status reports, that is WSR, as well as daily status reports, DSR. Okay, by end of the day we have to send the status to your manager or your lead in the form of WSR or DSR. Okay, next. The next concept here is, the next point we have to remember, that is explain about your framework and folder structure, means, so you can tell him like, we are using hybrid framework with POM design pattern, and we are going to tell the complete end to end flow till generating the reports. So I can tell you, so we are following the hybrid framework with page object model design pattern. So in that, if you consider my project folder structure, means, so take a paper and show him by writing each and every folder name and what exactly we are doing here. So first we are working with Maven project. Okay, we are working with Maven project, and then you can tell him, so what is your project name? After that, so I am using properties file. Okay, I am using properties file to store all my application related details, such as application URL, application username and password, DB URL and DB username and password, and also we can store the browsers as well here. Based upon my browser, I am going to launch my application. So those details we are going to pass in the form of properties file. So where this property file will works in the format of key and value pair format. Okay, based upon my key, I am going to retrieve the value from properties file, right? So after defining the properties file, so where exactly this properties file got located? So I have created one folder in our project that is called as properties or environment.properties. Is my environment is my folder. Inside that I have created environment.properties, where I have mentioned all my application details, username, password, DB, username, password and browser related details. I have kept inside my environment folder. So what is the extension of this properties file? Means environment.properties file. So once creating and once updated the values or once updated the information properties file, so what we are going to do next? We are going to read that particular properties file, right? So I am creating one class by creating one new package under src main folder, saying that com dot project name dot utilities, that is my package name. Inside that package name I have created one class that is called as property file utils dot class. Okay, so inside that I am going to write code for reading the data from properties file. Once that is done, so the next step here is, what is our next step? What is our next step here? So I am going to create one folder that is called as driver files. Okay, inside the driver files folder I am going to store all my web drivers, I mean browser drivers, that is either it is Edge driver or Chrome driver or IE driver or Safari or Firefox, any type of driver it is. So once that is done, I am going to create one more folder saying that Excel file utils package, Excel file utils folder. Inside the Excel file utils folder I am going to create my Excel documents. For example, if I want to provide the information to my application, I am creating one file that is called as input data.xlsx file. Where exactly this input data.xlsx file got located means that is located in Excel file folder, or you can mention any name of for your Excel files folder. Okay, so after that, like the same how we created a class for properties file reading, in the same way we are going to write, or we are going to create one more class to read all the data present in the Excel workbook. At the same time I am going to write some piece of code for validation purpose also. So that class I am going to create under a new package that is called as com.projectname.excel file utils. Inside that I have created one class excel file handling dot class. So inside that I am going to write some piece of code where I can handle the Excel documents. Once that is done, create one more package under src main folder saying that com.projectname.generics. Okay, com.packagename.generics, it is my package name. Inside this generics package, create one folder saying that generics class, create a class saying that generics.class file. Okay, inside generics I am going to write, to launch my browser, some piece of code. I am going to write some reusable methods for common actions such as send keys, clicking, drop down handling, handling the alerts, handling the multiple windows, capturing the screenshots. So these and all we are going to create under our generics class. So that class should be present in com dot project name dot generics, that is the package name. This package is got located under src main folder. Okay, once that is done, the next step here is we are going to write our actual tests, where under src tests folder we are going to write our actual tests. Before that we need to create one more package saying that com.projectname.pages, because we are following page object model, right? So that's where we need to segregate all our pages into different classes. For example, login page one class, home page one class, cart page one class, payment page one class, product description page one class. So we are going to segregate all the pages by creating different classes for each and every page. Those pages should be present under src main package with the package name of com.projectname.pages. Okay, so once that is done, we are going to create our actual test cases under src test folder saying that com.projectname.tests. So later we can create classes as per the requirements. So once this is done, if my test case got failed or if my test case got passed, so how we are going to show the details to the client or your manager? With the help of any report, such that is test ng report or extent report or LU report, any kind of report it is, but we have to create a separate class under our src main folder by creating a new package saying that com dot project name dot extend report. So there I am creating some logic. If my test case, all test methods got passed or all test case got passed, print all my test results as well as print the how much percentage it is passing. If any test case is getting failed, I want to mention saying that failed along with the red color, and also I need to capture the screenshot for the failed test method. So capture the screenshot as well. So this code we are going to write under our extend reports class. So this extend reports class present in com dot project name dot package name, that is com dot project name dot extend reports. This is my package name. Under that I have created one class that is called as extend reports class. Okay, once that is done, that's it. Okay, so this is how we have to explain in detail the project folder structure. Sorry guys, I took so much of time about explaining the project folder structure, but we have to tell in this way only. Each and every step we need to tell from end to end point, from beginning, from launching the login application, what are the required details, browser, url, username, password. So how we are storing, how we are retrieving, where we are maintaining the test data, how we are reading the test data, how we are creating the reusable methods, how we are creating the pages, how we are creating the actual test cases, how we are generating the reports, how we are capturing the screenshots. So entire flow we have to explain during your interview. Once that is done, there is nothing more, that is called as core Java concept. So again I am recommending for everyone, before attending for any interview, first go through the basics of Java, that is called as Java programs, where we can get some logical thinking as well as analytical skills also we can improve. Practice all those basic Java programs. During your interview, interviewer will ask 70% of questions from the core Java topics only 30 to 40% from Selenium concepts. Okay, in that core Java concepts, what are the different types of variables, what is public static void main method, what is a static keyword, okay, and also what are the different types of looping statements, and then what is conditional statements. Once that is done, what is string concepts and what are the different methods we are using inside our strings. One string got completed, then what are the different concepts from oops concepts, that is abstraction, interface, inheritance, polymorphism, constructor, okay, encapsulation mainly. So these are all the different oops concepts we have. Please go through all the oops concepts, and then we are moving to constructor and the collections, hash map, hash set, and then what is throwable and what is how to handle the exceptions, what types of exceptions you got, Java exceptions, and also how we can handle the exceptions with the help of try catch finally blocks. That's it. So these are all the basic things where we need to learn from core Java point of view if you are attending for any interview as an experienced candidate. Okay, so please follow all these tips guys. If you have any comments, if you have any doubts till, please feel free to ping in the live chat. Please feel free to ping in the comment section. Okay, and also please practice more on daily basis, spend more hour on programmatical way, and take some scenarios. Okay, and also please if there is any interview means, please don't do more delay on attending for the interview. Please try to attend the interview as soon as possible, like half an hour before or 1 hour before you can reach to the venue. And please don't carry any books or documents along with you, and don't prepare while you are traveling or while you are sitting in the company. Please don't do all those things, and please keep your mind in pleasant mode so that you will get some more enthusiasm to answer the questions in a good way. At the same time, please wear formal dresses. Also please always make sure that don't argue with your interviewer. If you don't know anything means, you can straight away tell him I am not sure about this concept. Instead of that, don't tell anything different. If you don't know means, you can tell him directly I don't know. Okay, even if you don't know partially also, you can explain, but don't explain in different way where you don't know exactly. Please explain whatever you know. Apart from that, no need to explain anything more. If you are keep on explaining means, he will keep on digging you the questions, different types of questions. Don't give him chance to explain more questions which are not related to you. Okay, so these are all useful tips from my end. If you like this video, please drop a like, and also please share this video to your friends or colleagues so that they will also aware about how to crack automation testing interview for experienced candidates. Okay, thank you so much guys. We will connect with our upcoming videos. Please stay tuned for more videos to our channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Signing off, Selenium Tech Automation. All the best. Thank you.